Hello again, my friends. Welcome back to your halftime show. I'm your host, the Governor, and I'm joined, as always, by Yatesy and Jordan and Yatesy. That's the right order. It's 2-1 Town. Started brightly. I'm going to get both your thoughts in just a second. First of all, we've got a few comments, well, quite a few comments coming in on the live. Stuart, that hasn't seen Jackson all day. Mike Brown is sick of seeing Dazelle in the team. He is that trash, according to Mike Brown. Colin Plum, we get 2-0 up. Total control, and then we shoot ourselves in the foot and make it really, really hard for ourselves. The last 25 minutes, not good. 3 points is a must. Josh Russell, Dazelle can get in the bin. Victoria, never shy of a swear word. This is so shite. Where are you currently on it, Jordan? 2-1 up.
Do you ever feel like just banging your head against the wall?
All through that first 45.
Yeah. You go 2-0 up. It couldn't be going any better, if I'm honest with you. The first goal was absolutely League One, if I've ever seen it.
Oh my God!
The second goal weren't far off that, if I'm honest with you. And then
there's the third.
Again, I said about Dazelle before the game, didn't I? Just pull him at half time. He's got to learn a lesson, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's drifting through games doing absolutely nothing as per. Like that, Paul Cook said before the game, I think it was it's they lack self-belief. What more belief do you need when you're 2-0 up against second bottom in the league? What more?
Yeah.
And shout out goes to Toto Inciala actually in that first half, because them
Again,
two lads up front are big old units, aren't they? And they're not. Do you know what I mean? That's a Toto Inciala sort of game this is, and Alan Judge looks hungry, but it's just so poor again. You're 2-0 up against second bottom.
Toto has been playing really well the last couple of weeks, Kurt. He's really stood up. Now, if we start with our back three, as it turns out, Luke Chambers, I was always taught as a kid, as a defender, never let the ball drop. I lose count of how many times that guy just lets the ball drop.
I mean, long gone are the days where you'd hear Chambers screaming, shouting at his teammates. You don't hear him now. You don't hear anything. This captain's mentality that he seems to used to bring to the team, he doesn't have anymore. I said it on the pod a couple of weeks ago. The only reason why this man has played so many games for our club is because we have never, for some reason whatsoever, whether it be the manager's fault or the owner's fault, in terms of recruitment, we have never found a player to take over his position. I mean, and as he's got older, he's got worse. He's got worse. So
yeah.
we've now got Toto trying to bail him out as much as he can. I feel sorry for anyone who's partnering in that defence. It's horrendous. I made some. If I'm kind, I said we were all right for about 25 minutes, and that's if I'm kind. I said realistically, I've got here that we did all right for 20 minutes, and then we kind of did all right again like for the further 5 minutes. But from there, I mean, like when we talk about Dazelle, I absolutely despise seeing Dazelle in that team, and I don't give him this whole if he played with better players, or he'd shine. Well, he doesn't. He doesn't play with better players. He plays in League One for Ipswich Town, and there's a reason why we don't seem to be batting people off for his signature. Yeah. For some reason, he's got this halo over his head that people seem to think he's better than what he is. He's not any better than what he is. He is what he is. Bang average League One player playing in a failing League One side. If you were any good, mate, you would stand out amongst the crowd, but you don't. You're shit, just like the rest of them. That is good.
Like,
going in with that dagger, isn't he?
He's going in.
If you're any good, you'd have teams fighting for you, but we don't. It's the same as Bishop. If he was any good, we'd have teams fighting for him, but we don't. They are average League One players, and if you want to go prove yourself at another club, go do it. But as far as we're concerned, you're playing for us right now, and you're doing absolutely nothing apart from like languishing on the ball for too long, and then giving away a goal like that to Bristol fucking Rovers. Bristol Rovers, I can't praise this team. You can't. We're 2-1 up, and yet I can't find a positive point because it's Bristol Rovers. We are failing against the team, and to be honest, I've said for the last 25 minutes we've looked second best. It wouldn't surprise me if they go on to win this game. We are awful.
Yeah, I do think, Jordan. You know, people often say about Andre, he could play in a better team. Well, how about you start playing in this team? before you whine about a better team.
One thing I'd say to you is, Martin, right? You've got the young lad today who scored for Bristol Rovers, McCormack. Young lad on loan from Chelsea. He's got a bit of quality, but he's everywhere, isn't he? He's absolutely everywhere. A couple of weeks ago when we played Lincoln at home, drew 1-1, the lad that scored the goal, can't remember his name, on loan from Man City. Quality, and he's everywhere. And they stand out. And that's why they were at Man City, and that's why they stand out. Do you know what I mean? Or they're at Chelsea and they stand out. Look at the quality of them two finishers. I know Holy was a bit in no man's land, but you've still got to stick it in the net, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? And again, McCormack, he had another chance. He's just been all over the place. He's absolutely dominating them two in the midfield. Absolutely. I mean, me personally, there's people saying to me that we should keep Dazelle on, see what he's made of. Yeah, okay, I see that side of it. But it's almost as if Dazelle hasn't had a chance to show what he's made of, because I haven't seen it in a long time. He's been taken off set pieces, I believe. I haven't seen him take a set piece today.
Well, bad time. You are right, though. McCormack, other players who've seen this level, they're showing why they deserve to play at a high level. People often say Andre can, but I've never seen the proof that he can. And today's a prime example. Their tactic is, if you like, is really press. Whenever Andre's got the ball, or Chambers or Ward, press. Press. Give them no time because they don't like it. And that's where the first goal came from for them. They almost got a second from it as well. They're really pressing that midfield. People are saying in the chat, what about Bishop? Bishop is Bishop at this point of his run. I think Jordan said it pre-game, I wouldn't keep him. I agree with that. He shows up, but it doesn't cost you a goal yet either. And it's that goal that's put us in nervy land. We wanted two up front. We've got two up front. How are we looking at those, Kurt? How are we rating Jackson and Norwood as a combination and the player around them?
I thought for the first 20 minutes with more men in the box, I thought we were causing more issues. But the problem is, for some reason, for whatever reason, we are Ipswich Town, and when we concede from a goal, we just revert back to hoofing it up again, and we revert back to this weird. It's like a weird anomaly that reason we can't seem to link up play with any form of passage or anything. I wanted two up front. I mean, I feel bad for Jackson because his neck must hurt so much trying to reach some of those balls. I mean, I saw James Norwood get pulled out wide like quite a few times in that half. And what can you do? I mean, it's like Cook said the other day. He said he had no issue playing with two up front if he had players to whip it into the box. I'm not aware that apart from that 3 or 4 crosses, I've not seen any penetrating crosses into those strikers. I don't know. It's not working well. I think Bristol Rovers have weathered the early-ish storm quite well. I think to be honest, I think they should be going into that half time at 2-2. I think they had a shot just before half time there where I think it was almost like a half volley, which I think they should have buried. I don't know. I'm worried for the second half, me.
Whenever I've played in the 3, Jordan, it's always your 2 centre halves either side of the middleman that get involved with the play. I think that's where a lot of our issues are coming from. Stephen Ward's not a great ball player, in my opinion. Toto, for being as strong as he is, isn't a great ball player. Wolfenden is hit and miss at the moment, sadly, for Ipswich Town Football Club. There's not enough players wanting to be brave on the ball. They want too much time. They want to have 3, 4, 5 touches. And Bristol Rovers, to their credit, are not letting it happen, are they?
No. I noticed every time Bristol Rovers break as well, they're 3-on-3 with our centre-backs every single time. It's obviously, I think they kind of knew this was coming, I believe, because the way they've set up is absolute. You know what I mean? Every time they break, they're 3-on-3. Stephen Ward's still up by the other corner flag. You've got Guion Edwards, who just isn't a wing back. I don't know how many he played there under Lambert as well. And the only thing you can guarantee with Guion Edwards at wing back is a yellow card. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
I think Joey Barton is the sort that his teams will come here, they'll rough you up, sort of thing. And this is where you need men. And me and my best mate were saying recently that in this team we haven't got enough men, and certainly in the centre of that midfield we've got too many boys, haven't we? And it's games like this where you just need a head in that midfield just to say, right, come on, we're 2-1 here. let's get on it again.
Yeah.
Let's get going again. Instead, and it's no offense because they're just not that sort of stature, are they? Of Andre Dezelle and Teddy Bishop aren't gonna really roll their socks up and say to them, right, let's have a fucking bit of fight about us here. Andre Dezelle, I mean, fucking hell, he nearly gave away a second as well. He gave the ball away in midfield.
Yeah,
it's just, I think it's a type of player we've got at the moment as well. There's too many prima donnas in this team, and when we really need someone to dig in, like a Fleetwood away on a Tuesday night, you got fucking no chance. Because unless it's going their way, that's where we struggle, isn't it?
Yeah. Carl Brooks, whereas the team don't do the basics well enough, we don't put the ball in the right areas. We don't work hard enough off the ball, and in possession we're very lackluster. Colin Plum, I think we all know we are bang average, but at the moment but we're bang average, but Bristol Rovers are below average. And for the first 15, we made them look it, and then we suddenly made a lot of Barcelona. We made a mistake. We got nervy, and that's part of the issue. Johnny Duncan, the whole spine of the team needs replacing, starting in goal. Yeah, I was almost thinking send him off. It's 3 games I ain't got to watch him. Do you know what I mean? I'm sick of seeing him now. Because I know what he is, and that's average. Give me Di Cornell for the last 10. Let me see what I've got with Di, and then we can readdress it in the summer. He's looking all at sea, coming and going, not coming. Even towards the end of that first half, he's come for a punch, and it's the most feeble punch I've ever seen in my life. It's gone nowhere. A bit like Ipswich this season. 176. Keep believing, you miserable bastards. We are 2-1 up. We are. But can we see it out, Kurt?
No.
No, you miserable son.
You know what? When you pay to watch a team, whether you're there in the stands or whether we're now watching it at home, and your team turns up for 20 minutes of the game, and then you get outplayed by Bristol Rovers, who are languishing in the bottom half, not just the bottom half of the division, the bottom of the division. When these players who were supposedly they are better than what they are. If Lambert's not playing them in the best way. I mean, I'm not being funny, but these players will have got what they wanted today. We've got the change of formation. They clearly couldn't play with one up front. So I mean, I'm not being funny. How embarrassed would you be as a professional football player? Because I don't give one about all this. Like, well, the young lads aren't as experienced as they want to be. I think Dezelle's played about 70 odd times now. I think he's played about 70 odd times. How much needs to be drilled into you to be a half decent player at this football club? It doesn't take much.
They just lack bollocks, Kirk.
Yeah,
they lack bollocks. The whole team haven't got a bollock between them. Do you know what I mean? I didn't see anyone out there when that goal went in for 2-1. Fucking hell, Holy should have been on that. Do you know what I mean? He should have been all over them defenders, fucking nailing them. But he weren't. It was almost as if they fucking applauded it themselves. Do you know what I mean? It's just...
It was a good finish, to be absolutely fair.
Paul Cook must go into that change room. When he was 2-0 up today, he must have been thinking, yeah, nice Chinese tonight, a few beers, this is all right good. This is all right Good Friday, this is. Now he's going in 2-1. He's having to earn his corn again. He must be just headbutting the wall and thinking, like, what the fuck are you lot on out here? Because he's seen it go, literally, I know I say it again, but I didn't see a single fucking person when that goal went in for 2-1. I didn't see any of them turn around and start throwing the blame at each other. If anything, fucking hell, I start rubbing Andre Dezelle's head. Oh, keep your head up. Fuck that. You do it again, mate. I'll fucking have you for it. Do you know what I mean?
No, you're right.
I don't want to see this bollocks anymore. I want to see someone who's got a bit of fucking fight about them. I've had enough of it, mate. I've had enough of enough of this fucking Nancy shit on this pitch.
It's too cushy at our club. It's too cushy. Like the young lads. Oh, don't worry. You can have a bedroom in Chambers Barn out back. No, I tell you what. No, find your own accommodation. Learn to live on your own. You don't need to. I tell you what. You can live in the barn out back. No, find your own. Learn to grow up as a man. And just it's not difficult to do the basics. It's too cushy at this club. Everyone gets a free ride, and I'm sick of the professional football players. I don't give one. They're on a position.
There'll be more room. Sorry, Jordan, you're frozen. I'm not taking you off. I promise. There'll be more room for conversation at full time from these two and you guys in the chat. There'll be a live link to have your say on the show. The teams are out, so join us at full time the moment the whistle goes. But until then, hopefully, we're going to see this through. See it full time. Fuck me, he's brought Drinnan on. He's brought Drinnan on. Oh my God.